There's a house built out of stone, wooden floors, walls, and window sills, tables and chairs warmed by all.
Lancaster is a safe place for those forced out of their homelands and into a country where they don't know the language or anyone there. They must work from the ground up to create a whole new life for themselves and their families.
This is a place where I feel at home.
My name is Thargam Al-Husseini. I am the owner of the Arabian Night Hookah and Coffee Lounge. I was born in Iraq, and I came here when I was 4 years old with my family. My dad wanted a better life for my brother and I, and with the situation in Iraq, with the war and everything, he knew there was no way that he could raise a family with the time of the war. We had our house bombed a few times. No damage to us or anything, but it was close enough where he knew he had to get out. Over there in Iraq, you weren't allowed to leave your country for, anything like, say that you're running away, you're not happy with the way the ruler is ruling the country. So we had to lie and tell them that we were going on vacation. So we could only carry what we had with us. We left a lot of personal items, our home, family, back in Iraq when we walked across the desert to get to Jordan where they were helping refugees. We left together, assuming that when we got to the refugee camp, they would also keep us together when we moved to America. But the way that it worked out, one refugee church was able to help one family and the other one was able to help the other family. So unfortunately, we were separated when we got there, and my dad's brother and his family went to Arizona, and we were located in Pennsylvania. There was no choice for us. It was just, this is where you're going to be. I mean, everything over there is much different. They have power outages like continuously throughout the day. So you never know, the power's going to go out for maybe like 2 minutes or 2 hours. Everything over there is just very, very hard to adapt to, especially if you lived here. The streets are just completely trashed. There's so much trash everywhere because there's no laws. There's no penalties for if you litter. Here you could get a fine and they can press charges and whatever. But over there, you can throw out a whole bed. You could throw whatever you want. There's no laws. Drive wherever you want. If there's someone in your way, you can go around them. If there's traffic, you can drive over the median. Nobody tells you can't do anything. You do whatever you want. And there's police, but the police can be paid off with money. They can be paid off with if you own a store, you give them grocery, meats. People don't follow the laws here or over there like they would here. There's no penalties, so they're just very careless. When it's really hot over there, you have to use a plug-in air condition. So when the power goes out, everyone's just sitting in the house, just completely hot. And if the power goes out and it's at night, there's no lights. Some of the wealthier people can own generators or can afford generators, but that would only last you for so long. The lifestyle there is just way different. My dad and I started this about 6 years ago. It was just an idea. We had a lot of friends over at our house, and then someone just jokingly said, you should open up a hookah lounge. And we took that idea and ran with it. And then we found some places, but we came into Place Marie Mall, and we found this particular shop, and we really enjoyed it, the layout, and we started customizing it, putting in a little touch of our Middle Eastern culture, some authenticity, and opened up.
Finding themselves in a new peaceful place, Thargam and his family's biggest struggle was transitioning into a new community.
Growing up in Lancaster was very different. Being the only Muslim in the school was also very hard. I couldn't eat all the food that was in the cafeteria with my friends. I remember packing my lunch a lot. But as people became more familiar and accepted, where I was from, and knowing that not everyone from there is a terrorist, they learned to become my friend, and slowly they were encouraging people to get to know me and talk to me because we had a great relationship.
Abdullah also had trouble adjusting to life in America.
My name is Abdallah Abdikani, and I'm from Somalia, East Africa. And I came here April 7, 2015. But not here, not Lancaster. I came to Michigan and I moved here. When I came here at the age of 17, and the kids came here at the age, really young age. So when you see my, old people, like my mom and my sister, they came here like old age. Like my sister came here at 20-something. So, and they didn't speak English when they come here. So it's hard for them to learn English at that age, to learn a new language at the age, a culture, and all that. So when you see the kids, they don't even speak Somali right now. They went to elementary school, and I feel like it was good. It's really good for them, so they can hold on to their education and stuff. I didn't go to high school until I stayed 6 months or 8 months, and I didn't go to high school, which is I didn't speak English. And I came here, moved to Lancaster, and decided to go to high school. I went to my casket for senior year. When I lived back in Somalia, it was a struggle. Life's hard, life's not easy. You don't know if you're gonna live or die today. It's not easy. So when I moved here, it's everything changed. We have peace, we have everything, you know what I mean? You can finally live happiness. But back in Somalia, you don't have happiness. You're gonna see people dying and stuff. You witnessing things that you're not supposed to witness. And it's not easy. When we moved to Lancaster, I found Somali friends, so I could finally speak Somali to people. And then we went to high school, and it was easy for me to learn English because when I don't know what the word or the sentence is, I could ask them in Somali, and they could finally translate it in Somali to me in an easy way. And then I found a lot of friends, which is not Somalians, and that helped me more to speak English better.
One local business has made it their mission to give refugees the resources to become successful in America.
We were just really drawn to the refugee community, knowing that they had come from such devastating, war-torn homelands, and that it wasn't like they were wanting to come. They were forced to flee. And then coming with so many things to offer our community, but also so many challenges with learning a new language and having to learn new skill sets. And so it really felt like if we could offer them meaningful employment, knowing that they were motivated and wanting to give it their all, that it was going to be a win-win combination. As our refugee friends learn English, there's a lot of other assets they can do in the business, but at least at first, it's really helpful to have it be really simple when you're learning a new language and learning a new culture and learning a new workplace. So it was really purposeful to keep our business model really simple. We have 2 women from Syria, 2 women from Burma or Myanmar, and then a woman from Congo who's actually on maternity leave right now. She's going to have a baby. And then our manager is an ESL teacher, and she does an English class for the ladies right here at work. And it's just been really a great business to develop with them. They are just very motivated. They bring, I think, because of the hardships that they've had in their homelands and the things that they've had to overcome, they just bring a real resilience that they can overcome things that maybe we even take for granted. So they bring that determination and that hard work ethic and that thankfulness for another opportunity to just be given a chance to start over with life. I personally think they have a lot to teach us about just really truly remembering what is important in life, relationships, family, time together, just finding those ways to just really learn from the things that are really making their cultures really great. And I'm not saying we don't do any of that here, but I just think, that's something that we can really glean from churches. Sometimes we'll maybe support one of our workers or their families, and just that extra wraparound support to make sure that they have what they need on their first day of work, to help with filling out forms, just whatever they need to be successful. And that, as an employer, that's really awesome to feel that support from the community, because it just makes us all doing our part, and it makes it more fun, and it makes it more less stressful when we're all just doing what we can. And I feel like Lancaster has just been an awesome example of that. Just different groups and different people coming together to make this a welcoming place for our friends that are coming. And I hope and I pray that more can come, because I feel like we have so much to offer as a community in Lancaster, and we have so much creative energy, and we have resources, and we have support for these ideas and these business ideas, or whatever it may be, just to blossom. I have just been blown away by how the Lancaster community has just really embraced us.
When we first came to Lancaster, everyone was very accepting. Open arms. It seemed like everyone was more than willing to help. They made us feel right at home.